But no, I know that the weed floats. So I think it was just the weed.
No. What?
Road lane.
Road lane? This is Plum Lane.
What?
You're on Plum Lane.
I know where I am. I'll make me come over there and start beating people up.
Start beating people up? Why?
Hey?
Why would you start beating people up?
I will in a minute.
Why is that? Why? Yes, you absolute legends. Welcome back to another episode on the Chunkster Fishing channel. This one is a proper little adventure into the unknown. Well, this one's going to be a bit of an adventure, isn't it? Today you join me for a couple of nights on an entirely newly opened carp fishery in the Bridgewater area, Everdean Carp Fishery. This 1 acre lake was opened in June 2023 and boasts 4 swims with their own individual sections of water, so there's no need to worry about people casting over you here.
Wow, no.
This small intimate water offers a perfect opportunity for lake exclusive bookings, but can be booked as individuals also, with summer prices being £30 a night in the summer, dropping to £25 a night in the winter. To many carpers this would be seen as proper fishing, with weed patches, chalky bars and islands to target. The current stock is low, with around 40 carp known to the owner residing here, going to £28, with the future stock soon to be added, so by no means is this an easy venue and will offer a challenge to be met. However, the rewards can be fantastic, with some of these gorgeous dark beauties on offer. This one is the one I'm hoping to get. Anyway, I managed to rock up to Everdean late on a Friday evening and met an old friend. Like a little date me and you, yeah. Little private lake to ourselves. With the light quickly fading, I needed to get some rods out. Okay, me and Kurt have just got here at Everdean Fishery and I'm in this swim. It's basically the second swim you can see as soon as you come in through the gate up there. And yeah, I'm rushing to get some rods out, but I want to get a rod out. Just that reed line out there, get a solid bag because we're losing light really quickly. Right, let's get some rods out quickly. Right then everyone, welcome back to another episode. You actually joined me at Everdean Fishery. It's a new lake, owners only just opened it up in June. It's an acre lake and look at it, it's gorgeous. There's only 4 swims here. And you basically do your lake exclusive bookings. I think there's about 40 carp in here at the moment, but they're gorgeous looking things if you look at the photos of them. Some of them real scaly dark bangers, which is lovely. I'm actually here with Kurt, the carpy traveller. It's good to have him back on the bank. And I tell you what though, we have just had an eventful morning. Kurt's got some brilliant footage of, there's my bivvy over there. I'm in that swim. And yeah. This morning, I didn't even wake up throughout this whole thing. We had the guy who had a few too many bevies climbing over the fence behind me. Over there, bending it all, wrecking the fence. Right behind my bivvy, and he's come over and spoken to Kurt, but he's lost. Totally pissed out of his face. So he's buggered off. But yeah, he came back. He came back later on as well. And yeah, I'll put the clip of what happened when he came back. I feel fucking tired, don't I?
But I know that the weed floats. So I think it was just the weed.
No. Yeah, I can't take you home. Where do you live?
Road lane.
What?
Road lane.
Road Lane? This is Plum Lane.
What?
You're on Plum Lane.
I know where I am.
Yeah.
You know, I'm walking up and down here fucking night.
Well, I don't know where you live, bro. I'm not from around here.
I'll make me come over there and
Start beating people up? Why?
Hey?
Why would you start beating people up?
I will in a minute.
Why is that? Why? Not very happy that he's lost. So yeah. But yeah, I'll go through my rods in a sec. But first of all, before I go, once I go through my rods, I'm gonna get some breakfast on, cook up some food, smash that in, and then what we'll do, I might actually start rejigging some of them if nothing happens. Look at that, he's got a drone. I'm so jealous of his drone. Look at that. Should I film the drone filming? Look at that, it's gone into land. It's like Thunderbirds, isn't it? Look at that thing. Right then, so here are my rods. So literally, got my left rod. We set up really late last night. We got here quite late evening, so we're actually setting up in the dark. So I've got 2 rods along this reed line straight ahead. And I've got 1 rod just by the tree over there. But however, I've seen 2 botches over here. So after I've cooked some breakfast, I'm actually going to go over there, get some rods out that way, and put a load of bait over the top of it. See if we can steal something. Also, I'm just looking at some movement in this corner over here. So that might be a shout to put one in there. I'm literally just fishing with solid bags here at the moment. It's the easiest thing to do. It's a bit of weed on the lake. I'm going to see if I can find some clearer spots. If there are, that'd be quite good. But yeah, it's definitely shouting solid bags to me, so I know at least the rigs are fishing confidently. Right, so you see the bubbles there? We're going to put some of this maize that I got from Sam, the owner, and some house pellet. I'm going to start throwing a load of it in there. After throwing in a couple handfuls of bait, I turned my attention to my left-hand rod, which I put close to the island with a nice little underarm flick. I threw some freebie OG fish over the top of that rig. Then I turned my attention to my 3rd rod, and that's going straight back to the island on a solid bag. Once that was out, and using the house pellet and maize, I got to the spod work, and I got about 10 spoms on top of that solid bag, nice and close to the island. On a weird note, whilst I was reeling one of my rods in previously, check out this little beauty I managed to get in. I suppose I wasn't blanking. Reeled in my left-hand rod, but on the way in, I've obviously, oh poor guy. Unfortunately hooked one of the little mirror. Tiny little, that's probably the smallest mirror carp I think I've ever caught. Look at that little guy. Bless him. Right, I'll try and see if he goes back. Oh, he swam off. He's still alive. He swam off. He's fine. Right, so that's all 3 rods out set now. I'm gonna leave them for the rest. I'm not gonna touch them until I get a fish. Obviously, you saw me put a few spoms out. I've got the 2 solid bags on. I actually went for a pickering rig on my left-hand rod because it's quite a clear spot. And I know there's loads, with that little fry I caught earlier, I caught like a little baby carp on the way in. So it's obviously a result of a bit of spawning in there. No, they'll be cleaning up those little 2mm pellets. So I've got bait around the patches where my solid bags were, like the hemp, the house pellet and some house, not hemp, sorry, maize. Got that around the solid bag rods, and then with the pickering rod I've just got boilies only. Mesh bag on there, 3 offerings of a couple of freebies thrown around. Hopefully that does the job. As you can see, Kurt has moved from his swim and he's actually gone down the other side of the lake. Thought being, I think, because when me and him were down this side, I'm pretty sure we might have driven a lot of them up there to the other side of the lake. So Kurt's actually in this swim here that you can see, just around here. So he'll be fishing from there. Looks like he's bivvied up as well there now. So, right, I think he got a bit scared of the guy earlier. I'm alright here, I'll be fine. So yeah, he says he can see a few of them with the backs out the water up there. So if the weather dies down, I might bring the rods in and have a little stalk in. I've got some dog biscuits on me, maybe we can stalk one out. But yeah, for now I'm starving. It's like 11 o'clock, I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I'm gonna get some food on and watch the water, really. I cooked some lovely sausage baps for grub that was smothered in a new hot sauce I was trying out. If you haven't already, lads, go try it out, it was banging. Kurt came to hang out at my swim for a bit and have a mutual moan about why we were struggling to catch. However, those little carp spawns started to get our attention as it was just a joy feeding them. You know, it's got a good stock and like loads of spawn and fry. Look, we're feeding the fry. Bit of bread. That's all little. That's tiny little mirror carp. That it looks like. Oh, look at all these guys. Right. Have a look at some of the future stock of Everdean. They look really nice. There you go. Look at that. Right guys, look at the patterns on this little guy. That's so sick. Look at look at little mate, it's still a little baby carp. Gorgeous little mirror. Look at that little guy. Look at that for a little baby. Look at that guy. Look at the scales on that. That's gonna be a little champion, isn't it?
Yeah, like there. You get that mad angle.
He's pecking the camera. They're pecking the camera. I can't believe that.
Oh, that was a bit weird, it's a bit slow. Right, so it's about, what time is it?
I don't even know.
The invisible watch. I think it's about a minute or something like 20 to 3. This is me and Kurt are both struggling a bit. It's a tough lake. We've seen carp showing, haven't we? But it's a bit tricky. It's a tricky, definitely 100% a tricky water, as it will be if it's new. And I think it's, like I said, there's only about 40 fish in there, but they are looking good. And if the fry start growing up, there's some of those little fry that we showed you earlier. They look gorgeous. But it is, we have seen the carp show. It's back out on this little weed bed out here, and the corner I've just been baiting up in that margin is seeing a bit of movement. Sam, the owner, has been round and had a chat with me about where I want to put my rods on that far reed. I'm going to bring them a bit closer in, and that should hopefully be on the money spot. I think he said there's like a load of chalk there, so it's about 6 foot off the reeds. I'm going to bring the rod in and then throw a load of loose boilies around it. That's going to be my tactic for over there. You said you're going to go to a helicopter setup.
Yeah, so we've been chucking bags around, and I'm just thinking, could they be used to seeing a bag in here rather than, and I'm feeding loose boilie over the top, so I'm thinking maybe a helicopter with a stiff rig, a long stiff rig on it, something like an Illusion D, and then just fish. I don't know whether that be a wafter or even match the hatch with a pop-up top or something like that. Just, I don't know.
I'm really tempted to take my solid bag off and actually just put a Ronnie on, because after seeing those fry, the micro pellet they're going to be tearing up.
Yeah.
I might change it up a bit with that. Oh, I don't know. Do you leave it? I don't know, mate. How long we got? We've got like about 24 hours left, really, haven't we?
Pretty much, yeah.
Got about 24 hours left to try and work a bit of magic. So Kurt's on the other side. I've showed you where he's fishing. So he's sort of covering the far end of the lake. I've got this end. Between us, we've got to steal one.
Yeah, we should. I had a couple of liners around there, but as we said about the floating weed during the night, I think that was it. There wasn't anything substantial.
I hope so. We'll have to be able to steal it. Good to have you back on the bank though, mate. How long has it been since you were out, like, properly?
Overnight, we're probably talking 3 months, maybe longer.
3 months, mate. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I've done the odd day session, the odd evening afternoon into evening, but other than that, not really. And to be fair, I've had a bit of success as well. I've had a few low 20s, and basically, probably the biggest takeaway, I taught my mate how to fish, which is good. You know, that's another person enjoying the sport, which is always good.
I don't think I can teach anyone to fish now, mate. I don't think
teach
I can.
yourself.
I'm still teaching myself. I can't
Well,
really.
you've seen me cast straight into a bush before. People, so I took my mate fishing. He's like, "Wow, you're so good." I was like, "Honestly, mate, I am not good. I cast into a tree, loads and loads, especially if I want to fish tight up to them all the time."
Can't be good, mate. Use a bait boat.
Oh yeah, here we go. You weren't complaining about the drone being in the air.
Well, no, the drone. Well, it's up to you, mate. Spotting a fish. I'm more inclined to use a drone to spot a fish than.
Because you don't like cardio.
Oh, you don't have to use cardio for a bait boat.
No, what about you walking around?
Oh, right, yeah, true. Yeah, it was a bit lazy option.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. Right, after talking to the owner, I've actually clipped up to just in front of that reed where he said on the spot there's a nice hard donk. I had a little lead, totally clear. So, yeah, I think there's a bit of chalk there. So what I'm going to do, get a Ronnie out on there. I actually did go to a Ronnie. I'm taking the solid bag off. Going to a Ronnie with a freebie of mesh bag boilies, and then put some freebie boilies, OG fish over the top of it. That's the plan. Let's see if we can get a fish tonight, eh? Right, I'm about to do the right hand rod, which has got a solid bag on with the OG mini mix and a white magic bean. Gonna whack that back in the margin. It's windy. I haven't got any pre-tied ones. I really can't be bothered to re-tie another one, so the pressure is on to get this nailed on first cast. Let's see how we go. Right, that is all rods set for the night. We've got them all out. Let's hope we can steal a fish from this pretty awesome little fishery, to be fair. It's a good little fishery. Yeah, it's good fun. Even though I've seen a few on top, but it's got a lot of potential, this fishery. Definitely one for the future. And I mean, look, lovely swims. Look at these gravel swims. Each swim has this gravel layout. Doesn't get your things muddy. Can't ask for more, really. It's nice. Right. I'm gonna get some food on.
The final evening was quickly upon us. We were full of anticipation, hopeful that at least one of us might be able to steal a dart banger out of there. With the rods set and the sun setting, Kurt came over for a good old-fashioned chinwag. It was great to be back out with the carpy traveller, who had been struggling to get out on the bank due to work commitments. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel below, guys, so you can go show him the same love that you give myself. The sun quickly set, and before the light disappeared, I topped up the island rod with some freebie OG fish 40mm, hoping that the spicy fish attractant was too much for a carp to resist.
Well, good morning everyone. Unfortunately it was a very, very quiet night. Shame really, I thought we might be able to steal one. Kurt's had a quiet night as well over at his end. So yeah, we've tried quite a various things here to try and get a bite, and it's been quite difficult. They are definitely spooky fish, they're not easy to hook up. But I tell you what, I still quite like this place. It's small, it's intimate, and it's a bit of a break from what I've been doing recently, which is spotting a big load of bait out and big open bits of water. Small little 1 acre lakes like this, really got to be smart about what you're doing, and it's proper fishing, it's weedy. You've got the features, you've got the reed lines, and there's not many fish. Like I said, I think there's about 40 in there at the moment.
Well, that is it. I've packed up most of my stuff. It's all in the car. So it's an empty swim right now I'm sitting in. All I've got is the rods out. I think this might be a 48-hour blank. It looks like it's going to be that way. I'm going to blame it because I haven't got Chunky with me. I can't believe I forgot him. What a nightmare. But yeah, Everdean Fishery. My first impressions, it's a lovely lake. Really nice little intimate lake. If that's your sort of style of fishing, if you want only an acre lake where it's not busy, get away from all the mad daytime carp angling, day ticket venues, a bit like Linear and like Farlow's, all that sort of place, this is what you want. There would only be max another 3 anglers on this lake with you, so you've a perfect opportunity to get your lake exclusives in with your mates. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's really good to be back out on the bank with Kurt. Absolutely fantastic seeing him again. We had a good old chat last night, so real nice social. And that's what fishing's about. It's not always about catching. I know most of the time it is about catching, but it's not always. It's about meeting up with people, getting back together with old friends, and just having a good time. So yeah, thanks to Sam, the owner, for giving me the opportunity to come down here and fish it. Cheers guys, once again. Tight lines, and grab your nuts, drop your guts, and get out on the bank. I'll see you in the next one.